Ravens playing the Titans for the third time in the Lamar Jackson era. Is third time the charm? Are we finally beating the Titans? We're going to discuss that and a couple of things more coming right out.
Renegade.
Yo guys, my name is Sunny. Welcome to szg.sports. And if you love some Ravens video, and I know you do, please subscribe now and hit the bell so you can know every time I go live. I know I haven't been here for a minute. If you've been following me, I have been doing some live. This is the first recorded video in a while. So hopefully everything works out good and we have everything. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the content for more things to come. Playoff weekend, Wildcard weekend, guys. I'm stoked for this game. This is a game where you're gonna test who you are, and the Titans are coming. I mean, they're 11-5, so they're no pushover. Obviously, last year they had a worse record. This year they have a better record, and this year they won their division. We're going to Tennessee. They have played Baltimore twice and beaten us twice, and this is their first time over there with Lamar. So it's gonna be fun. Look, this is one of the first Ravens rivalries. When we were in the AFC North, remember in our run to the Super Bowl in 2000, we went to Tennessee. The fumble and it was an interception officially by Ray Lewis and run it back. Great game, classic. And the battles between Tennessee and Baltimore have been historic. And then obviously we went to the North, and then the rivalry digressed a little bit. But now, again, third time, you don't want to lose 3 times to Tennessee. Because at that point, what if there's no rivalry, right? They're just own you. That's what Lamar said about KC. Which is funny. I think this Ravens team is very different from the Ravens team that the Tennessee Titans encounter. This episode also has, not a paid advertising, but a behind enemy line. So stay tuned for that, where my guy from Tennessee Titans Weekly will give you his input, what he thinks, and a game prediction for this game. Okay. Enough of that. Let's get started. Look, I'm just going to pull something real quick, and then I'm going to give you my keys to the game for the Ravens to win. Okay? Tennessee's offense on the passing side, they're 23rd. Not great. You know what the Ravens' D is? 6. Now, that's a 6 in total yards. Ravens defense, think about last 5 or 6 weeks, how decimated they've been in the corner situation, right? Against Cleveland, which is a pretty good passing team, we were down to putting safeties as corners, and we're still 6th in the league against a 23rd ranked total passing yards in the league. Very important. Tennessee's offense on the rushing side, they're one of the best. Actually, they're the second best. Number 2 in total yards. Obviously, they have Henry. Henry's a monster. He's a beast. One of the best in the league. One of the best that might be able to do it. And the dude is big. This physical. He's a train wreck, man. It's hard to stop. The Ravens defense on the rushing side, 8th total rushing yards. Why is that important? Well, both sides of the defense miss key players at certain points. That D-line didn't have Brandon Williams and Calais Campbell, arguably the top two in the D-line for us against the rushing side. Not necessarily against the passing, against the rushing side. And especially against that Tennessee Titans team, those two didn't play. Still, without them, they're 8th. They are 8th. This is a team that with all the injuries they're sustaining on defense, they were 6th in total yards against the pass, 8th in total yards against the run. I think that's I didn't know they were top 10 in both categories with all the injuries. So I was surprised. Again, Tennessee 23rd on offense, and then on rushing side, 23rd on passing. On the rushing side, they're 2nd. Look, let's flip it to the other side. The Ravens offense against this Tennessee Titans defense. Ravens on passing yardage. You know where your Baltimore Ravens are? They're 32nd. They're last in the league. The Ravens, they're not going to overwhelm you with passing. What they're going to do is they're going to make you suck in your defense, and then going to get you and just bleed you to death with 5 yards here, 8 yards here, 10, 12 deep here, and that's how they move it. Now, Titans defense against the passing, they're, 27th. So it's not like this Ravens passing attack is gonna face out this mammoth of a defensive pass, right? They're not that great. 27 plus. This is not here, but they don't produce the pass rushing, which is critical. Now, Ravens on the running side, you know where they are. You know, number 1 overall. Obviously, this is the 1-2 team. This might be just a running clock. This game might be over an hour and a half. Who knows? But they're first in the whole league on the running side on total yardage. Where's Tennessee? Because this is going to be important for them. 19th. They're 19th in total rushing attack, or defense attack, right? So that means you're going to have your number 1 rushing offense against your 19th rushing defense. On the passing side for the Ravens, 32nd, so last in the league against the 27th, so also bottom in the league. And if you flip it to the other side, the Tennessee offense have a more challenging defense, right? If you think about 23rd on passing offense, so also bottom of the league against the 6th passing defense, 2nd rushing offense, top of the league, one of the best, against the 8th, so a top 10 defense in the rushing side. Okay, all that said, that all looks good for Baltimore, obviously, and you can argue that in the past 2 games, the offense tilted, or the game stats tilted to Baltimore coming to the game. But obviously the outcome wasn't what we expected. This is a game, can't make mistakes on offense. Let's talk about the Ravens offense first. I had it here that I was going to talk about the defense, but I'm going to talk about the offense. Okay. So, on offense, I'm going to give you the last 4 opponents on the running backs. And I'm just taking the top running back, right? I'm not even talking about the rest. The top running back for the Texans averaged 6.0 yards per carry. The Packers top one, 5.9. And the second guy that rushed 10 times had a 9.4. The Lions, which are a crappy rushing team, 4.5. The Browns, they're good, 4.4. So all these teams are averaging around 4 or more yards per carry. And we're not talking about the number 1 rushing team in the league. The team on offense that can present misdirection. A team that will block one side and it will have one guy going to the other side, and that's where you run. A team that will pull the tackle. That's almost unheard of. Usually you just pull those guards, the right guard, the left guard, depending where you go. No, we're going to pull the left tackle, the right guard, and we'll still. And if you see at the end just following your guards, what are you going to do? Lamar's going to keep and go, and there's nobody there because there's no containment. That team that is allowing 4 yards a clip is going to try to defend the Baltimore Ravens on offense. So the first thing is run and run it hard and run it efficiently. No fumble is critical. Again, no turnovers. It's critical that we take care of that ball, but run it efficiently because this Titans defense had no answer against the running attack. Okay. Second, and this also is important for our defense, run the ball, shoot the clock. Obviously, if you hit an 80-yard here, 70-yard there, I'm not going to be mad. But don't be pressing. Even let's say the Titans jump 7, and then we come down, we score 3, and then they score a 3, and then it's 10-3. Don't stop the run. Do not. If anything, run it more. And run it. Think about that last game against the Bengals. Run it so efficiently and shoot that clock. Because this defense will have taking a toll against this running attack for the Titans. We just talked about they're the second best. King Henry is no slap. King Henry is one of the best running backs. It's also one of the most physical running backs that I ever seen. So it's important to keep that clock moving when you have in the offensive side to rest that defense. It's almost critical to do it. Think about last game. Henry had around 58 yards, I think it was, in 3 quarters. 4th quarter and overtime, 85 yards. Why? Well, first of all, no Calais Campbell, no Williams. That D lineman was depleted. So eventually those guys got tired. No tackling. Think about the A.J. Brown touchdown. That was poor tackling. This team for the Titans came back and beat us. That cannot happen. One of the things you can do for that is keep the time of possession in your favor. You need that time of possession. Do not let that foot out the pedal If you jump to 14-0, 17-0, 20-0, 14-3, 17-3, 17-7, whatever the score is, keep pressing. Keep pressing. Humiliate them if you have to, because what you don't want is the Tennessee Titans to get a chance and come back. They almost did it against the Browns, right? They almost done it to a couple of teams, and some of the teams they actually came back. So do not, because they do have big play abilities, not only with Henry on the passing side, although they're one of the last team, Brown, Corey Davis, they do have that potential. So if you're winning by big, don't. And then second, if you're winning big by running, do not get cute. Don't get cute in this game. This is a game that you keep pressing, you keep shooting that clock, you keep burning that clock and scoring the touchdowns. Okay, the other one. In this game, I need Hollywood to come in. Hollywood played good in the playoff game. I don't need no Marquise. I need this guy. I need Hollywood Brown. I need the drops to stay in the locker room. I need him in full effect. Why? Because if they're going to pretty much put 8 and 9 people in that box, I need to hit him deep. And last week, he had a decent game. I mean, everybody's going to say, like, oh, yeah, he scored 2 touchdowns. Yeah, but he dropped a bomb. And that is where he's supposed to be making his money, in those bomb plays. And after that, they just fed him here in short passes. But I need Marquise to be able to grab that long ball. Look, Boykin, shout out to you. I need you too, man. I know you're passive. I need you to come in. I need you to come strong. This is a game. There's no tomorrow. You lose, you're it. This is it. Come and play. Give everything. And they have been throughout this run. But other than Cleveland, the rest have been playoff team, right? So it's important for them to come strong, come right, punch them in the mouth, and don't let it loose. In the case of Lamar, it's kind of simple. Be accurate on the passing side. Lamar against the Bengals was fairly accurate. And I'm not even talking about just throwing people open. I'm talking about when the guys are open, because there's going to be guys open because they're so focused on Lamar Jackson that the guys will run open. Those are the passes that I need Lamar to just hit with accuracy. The rest, if it's a tight window, as long as it's not an interception, I understand because he's still not completely comfortable. But when there's open, you need to hit that guy. Second, if there's no guy open, do what you did against the Bengals. The guys weren't open and you went, right? And if you go into the side, I love what you do because you're just still washing down field in case those guys are baiting down so you can throw. That is perfect, right? I love that. So be aggressive. Be you, Lamar, because we do trust you. You are one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Definitely a weapon to come and just ball out. Ball out because Tennessee will not have an answer for Lamar Jackson. Final for this Ravens to win. No turnovers on offense. No turnovers. We cannot have any turnovers. Turnovers are not going to be good. Turnovers can definitely swing the game. Against the Bengals, one of the things Lamar, he hesitated. He pumped too much. That allowed the D-line to just sit there, pop that ball up, and get an interception. This defense is not good, so don't give them any reasons for them to feel good. If anything, crush them. And just remind them they're trash. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Let's talk about the defense, because the defense do have a tall task. The Ravens offense, in theory, should move the ball, should score points against this softer Titans offense. But let's talk about this D, because there is a big guy over there. Gonna cause problem. Now, I will say for the Ravens, whatever they did last time they played in Baltimore in week 8 or 9, that's what they need to do. Put people in the box and press. Put people in the box and press. And if King Henry's not running it, just rush Tannehill and hit him. Rush Tannehill. And that worked until the fourth quarter, where the defense was just tired and the offense wasn't producing. So it was a perfect storm. This time, the defense obviously needs to ball out. Offense, again, TOP is a critical. So stop Henry is a not realistic goal. Slow him down. Think about the Packers beat the Tennessee Titans a couple weeks ago by a lot. And one of the things they did, Henry rushed like 20-something times for like 90 yards. If you Baltimore Ravens defense can hold him to that, we good. We are good. He will break one in here, 10 or 12 yard here and there, and that's fine. But for the most part, hold them, put them in third long, and you're gonna be good. Look, this Ravens defense is so much different for the Ravens defense that they saw. Jimmy Smith, Marcus Peters, Humphrey will be there. Also, Avery has been playing really good as your fourth corner. I mean, that is really, really good. Second, the D-line, as we spoke already, B. Will, Campbell, Wolf, those three there, they are experts in stopping the run. So those three, PQ needs to come. I think this is a game that Board should not play as much, but LJ4 is more of a thumper. He is the one. In the case of Board, maybe on third down because he's more agile, right? But if not, I would prefer to see Harrison or LJ4 even better because LJ4 is the veteran and Harrison is a rookie. He will commit mistakes. Tackling. Oh my goodness, tackling. Last game against Tennessee, tackling wasn't great, and tackling needs to be important. Tackling is one of the key things. You need to wrap up. A.J. Brown, we talk about a lot about King Henry. A.J. Brown's no slouch. A.J. Brown is the best receiver in the draft class, and also A.J. Brown's so strong. So you need to wrap him up. I want to see Humphrey with A.J. all game, all day. A battle between our best corner, their best receiver, and then you can put on Corey Davis, Jimmy Smith, or maybe Marcus Peters, but Humphrey, especially because the reason I wouldn't want to see Marcus on AJ's route running ability is really good, and Marcus struggles when somebody does really good double moves. So I'll prefer not to see him there. Finally, because again, against this offense, you have to control the big plays. So obviously, at Tannehill, you can't let yourself getting beat deeply like happened in the playoffs. You have to stay put. And this goes to this last point. Stay disciplined. Discipline. Yo, especially you linebackers. Whoever it is obviously going to be PQ there, but whoever the second one is, if you see a hole, you close that gap. Don't let it just stay there, stay loose. Because if Henry comes on the other side through that hole of full head of steam, it's not going to be pretty. PQ, you're good, but Henry is a tough MFer. He is one tough guy. And same thing for LJ4. So if you see that hole, plug the hole. Also for the linebackers on the outside linebackers, set that edge. Yannick Ngakoue, you've been in this division, meaning in the South, for years, so you should know how to defend King Henry. If he's running on the opposite side, don't over pursue. Stay there. Watch the weak side also. And critical third downs. I feel like this happens at least once a game, and it's in the most unopportunistic for the other team. Tannehill will keep and run. Tannehill is a sneaky good athlete. So, again, if you're watching that weak side, stay put and watch Tannehill. If you see that Tannehill doesn't have the ball, then you can just pursue, but don't over pursue. You just stay put, right? But if you see Tannehill with the ball, just attack him and bring him down. When you're gonna tackle, again, don't overextend yourself, don't over pursue, because what happens is then you miss the tackle. Discipline. I don't need no flashy plays. I don't need nothing spectacular. I don't need the hit the Von Bell put on Juju or the Joker put on King Henry. All I need is discipline. Fundamentally tackle. Don't make stupid mistake. The penalties, clean it. Hit Tannehill. Make him uncomfortable. Slow down King Henry, and we should be good. Look, I think this defense has the potential to what the Packers did to Tennessee for us to do it. I think we are a better team defensively than the Packers, and we have not been as healthy as we are going to be for this game. And on the offensive side, we have been as healthy as we are. Obviously, Macari has not been playing, but I would say TCC, Tristan Colon-Castillo, has been playing excellent. The O-line, for the most part, has been excellent. And this defensive line for Tennessee is not great. So the offense has been clicking, and they have been having the same offense for a while. Willie Snead should be back, right? So it's important for us to keep it rolling. Oh, last but not least, special teams. Because I know my guy, a guy that I love, Duvernay, is returning punts. I think he did the worst job last game against the Bengals. One thing that I used to get on Cyrus Jones all the time was because he will let the punt bounce, and then you're losing 5, 10, 15 yards. In the case of the Bengals, there was one that went all over to 1, and the ball just grazed that line. If not, we were taking it from the 1, and that game didn't matter. But this game will, dude, attack the ball. Attack the ball, catch the ball. And in general, receivers, please don't drop the ball because we don't have time for that, especially the ones that go up. Secure the ball, no turnovers, and we should be fine. So like I said, this video has a behind enemy lines. I'm going to let my guys from the Tennessee Titans Weekly take it over, and I'll give you my score prediction on the other side.
Welcome, SCG Sports and Raven fans. Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques, halt, Jacques, halt. What's up, Baltimore? What's up, B-More? What's good, man? Hey, we here, Baltimore. Y'all wanted us. We right here.
We here. Hey, this is turning into those old AFC Central days when we used to play the Ravens all the time in the playoffs every other year. Hey, we here, okay? We are here.
We're here. And I know all season long, the Ravens couldn't wait to play us again. They played us in the regular season this year. We came out victorious. We played them once again. I do know from a playoff standpoint, the record is 2-2 with the road teams winning all the games. That's crazy. But I don't think that'll happen this time, man. You guys are coming here to Nashville. We see what Baltimore's doing. We see you guys are the hottest team in the NFL. We do see that. We do. Some of the teams y'all face have been there, but you guys have been playing very, very well. So much respect to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's running all over the field. Awesome job to the defense. It's on, man. We here, bro.
Right. Definitely. Like you said, they're waking up. This is the time that you're supposed to wake up when you get into the playoffs. You're waking up. You're smelling the coffee. You're getting to where you need to get to. Lamar's going to try to get his first playoff win. This is what I believe this is his third year going to the playoffs. Yep. Hey, big ups to Lamar, rushing for another 1,000 yards as well. Hey, but as Hawk iterated, the road team usually wins the game. We seen what happened last year when we went to Baltimore. We didn't have a shot. The media wasn't giving us a shot. Right. Ravens fans wasn't giving us a shot. Hell, even a lot of the Titans fans wasn't giving us a shot. Right. Me and Lorenzo were the only ones that was like, hey, we got a shot. We can do this.
Yep.
Two teams are different from what they were last year to this year, right?
Yep.
So, Hawk, I got a quick question.
Yes.
How can we beat these Baltimore Ravens, my brother?
Well, there's several ways we can beat them. And before I answer that, I want to say thank you, SCG Sports, man. Hey, bro, you've been down 100%, man, since day one, bro.
Day one.
Yep. Since day one. We appreciate it. You're a cool dude, too. Like, real talk, man. Like, and even to the Raven fans as well, too, for allowing us, different podcasts we've had with them as well, too. You can check us out on Tennessee Titans Weekly on YouTube, as well on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly. So, for us to put that Ravens flock bird on the grill, right? Because last year when we ate that Raven flock bird, it was so good, man, bro. So for us this year to beat them, man, with that Nashville hot chicken sauce on it, right? All right.
Right.
So for us to beat them, man, we have to be very similar to what we did last year. No, we do not have Dean Pease, and I know Raven fans know a lot about Dean Pease because he was with the Ravens, but he was our defensive coordinator last year. And he completely took Lamar Jackson out of the game. Yes, Raven fans are going to say he still threw for over 400 yards, but ladies and gentlemen, you know that was in the fourth quarter. It was garbage time. Y'all know that, okay? I think Baltimore has a better offense this year. They do have Boykin. They do have, Brown has been playing much better lately. He had 6 touchdowns over the last few games. He was struggling early. I mean, I've seen games like, babe, can he catch? And then they got Dez Bryant. Now you have, the running game is much better than it was last year and everything. So with J.K. Dobbins, he's now becoming their lead back. We see that. But at the end of the day, to beat us, Lamar Jackson's still going to have to put the ball in the air. And he has been better. Our defense is not as good as it was last year. But I think, again, against teams that do not have a premier passing quarterback, okay, we have had success. And I think Baltimore falls in that class. No slight to Lamar Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not Aaron Rodgers, okay? So I think our defense will, because that's our weakness, I still feel that that's a strength for us against the Ravens. Now, can Baltimore stop our running game? I don't think so. Yes, y'all got Calais Campbell. Jacques will talk about that later. Yes, you guys have Big Baby Dave Williams. Y'all got Derek Wolfe. Y'all got Queen. I mean, y'all guys got some good defensive players, but we feel, beyond the defensive line, the Ravens are soft, and I think you can run past them, man. So I just think it's just a good matchup for us. It's going to be a very close game, but I got us winning. What about for you, Jacques?
So for me, like I said, it's a tale of two teams, right? Both teams are different from what they were last year. Okay, we know they had Earl Thomas, Humphreys is still there. Of course, they got JP on the other side. They doing their thing, right? They've added Calais Campbell. They got Big Baby Williams, like you said, and Wolf. And these cats didn't play the first time we played them in the season.
Right.
That's fine, people. I know y'all brought Calais in to hey, stop Derrick Henry. I brought Derrick Wolf in to stop Derrick Henry. Let me tell you something. Calais Campbell played for the Jacksonville Jaguars when the Jacksonville Jaguars had the top ranked defense, one of the best defenses in the NFL in NFL history. Okay, Derrick was still running on these cats, still
Facts.
embarrassing.
No paper.
So any team that holds Derrick under 100 yards or at 100 yards, that's a success to that team, right? But in my opinion, you just don't have Derrick Henry, right? He's an added bonus, okay? He's an added bonus. Now, guys, you got to worry about Ryan Tannehill airing you out. You got to worry about A.J. Brown, Corey Davis. We know John Lewis not getting the production as he's been in the early of the season because he's blocking a lot. We get that. But he's a weapon also. And you also have Tannehill who can run. That's a dangerous offense, right? Our offense can turn it on when they want to, and they can turn it off when they want to, right? And we see that. Baltimore's coming in as the second-ranked defense in the NFL, I believe so, in these past couple of games. They've been putting up great numbers, stopping teams that they're supposed to stop. These are teams that you're supposed to stop. But this is playoffs, baby, right? We know, hey, we're coming into the Titans team, and the away team usually wins this game when we play each other. Hey, this year, to me, the Titans have been stopping what we call curses, right? We stopped the Indianapolis curse. We swept the Indianapolis Colts for the first time in a long time, okay? I feel with the Ravens, the same thing is going to happen again. The offense is scoring the offense is clicking too much, and it's clicking better than what it was last year. Last year, we had to depend on Derrick Henry and Khalif Raymond, right? This year, the way the offense is putting up points, scoring fast, I mean, it's just something that we haven't never seen here in Tennessee. And it's something where, hey, it's going to be hard to stop on defense. Let's go to the offensive side of the ball. Lamar Jackson's got his 1,000 yards. Think about our defense. Our defense has struggled. Yes, I get that. But also with our defense, we have the personnel to stop the RPO, right? I watched the game when you guys played Cincy. Lamar Jackson ran all over
Cincinnati.
All over Cincinnati, right? They couldn't stop the RPO. Couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. Dobbins is coming on. But Dobbins is not, he's not Dalvin Cook, who ate us up, right? He's not Nick Chubb. So I feel like that's y'all strength is y'all run game. Y'all run game is your strength. Yeah. Literally, it's your strength. Passing, you're going to pass to Mark Andrews. We got Dez Bryant out there.
Yep.
Dez Bryant, he's serviceable, but, I mean, he's not the Dez Bryant of old. And you got Brown. Of course, we know we can't let Brown get in the back of us. We can't let us do that like last week when we played the Texans. But, I mean, with this game, this is the matchup I wanted because of, like you said, Hawk, when we play top-notch quarterbacks that can throw in the air the ball out, that's where the Titans struggle on defense.
Right.
But when we play quarterbacks that don't like to air the ball out or it's slow, we getting the ball out, we play pretty good against them. So I actually have us winning this game, man. I have us winning this game. And if I got to put a price tag on it, I'm going, since the Titans are scoring about 35 points a game, I'm going 35. I'm going 35-26 Titans.
Okay.
What about you?
32-28 Titans.
Okay.
I do think it'll be a close game, but we have to look at it and say, hey, if you guys check our previous podcast when we played the Ravens in the pregame for the playoff, you'll see that we clearly thought that we could beat the Ravens based on matchups, not because we're Titans fans, because we didn't have us going undefeated. We had us going 11-5, and that's where we finished. But right. I think it's just a good matchup for us. I know Baltimore's going to come in ready. We'll see what's good, man. So,
exactly.
So SZG Sports, thank you again kindly for inviting us to your show. Thank you, Raven fans, as well, for watching in. If you want to tune in again, you can check us out on Tennessee Titans Weekly on YouTube. Same handle on Instagram and on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. And you can email us at Tennessee Titans Weekly at gmail.com.
Like how Hawk said, man, we appreciate it, SGG. Hey, like you said, you were there from the beginning. And hey, we got more surprises coming, guys. And also hey, if you're a Titans fan, subscribe to his channel, man. Great content, great
Right
Ravens
now.
content. So subscribe, definitely.
That's right. And if you guys are ever in Nashville, man, hey, if you come to Nashville for the playoff game, stop by the Willie B's. It's a restaurant in Nashville, 918 Buchanan Street. We'll be doing the pregame, the halftime show, and the postgame. Come see us. We'll be there.
Check us out.
Check us out. All right. Tighten up, Raven fans. Tighten up, Raven flock.
Tighten
got
up.
some Raven bird to eat, bro. And it's good.
There you have it, guys. There you see what they think about the Tennessee Titans against your Baltimore Ravens. Look, I know how I feel about this. This is a game that we're not going to overlook. This is a game that Harbaugh's going to keep saying, they punch you in your mouth twice. We need to win this game. We were close last game, but we didn't finish the job. Just finish the job. Play strong. My score prediction, I think this game is going to be 37 Ravens, 17 Titans. I think we win comfortably. If we do everything right, this team is better than the Titans. But I would like to know, what are your score predictions? Tell me. Give me your comments below. What do you think about this game? What is your score prediction? Who wins? Who loses? Hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on IG, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, SCG Sport. Don't forget, I have a secondary channel, ASC North Talk. So go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time. Peace out.